What's going on, everyone? Sebastian here with Crypto News, bringing you the best crypto content on a daily basis. Today, we're going to be talking about central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and what exactly that means for the future of not only the traditional financial system, but for cryptocurrencies at large. There's no doubt that governments of all countries have been seriously considering or actively even producing CBDCs themselves as they transition the form of fiat money into the new digital era. Now, this has so many implications, both positive and negative, and in today's video we'll discuss in detail the consequences of both. And before I get started, I am giving away a Ledger hardware wallet. If you drop me a comment below, you'll now have a chance to win a Ledger hardware wallet. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, then please drop a comment below and introduce yourself. I love getting to know who my watchers are. The world has witnessed numerous historical monetary transformations caused by economic growth, evolving technology, changing needs, and the demand to ensure that money performs satisfactorily. From the 17th to the 21st century, central banks have evolved to meet the increasing needs of the public, including financial stability, efficient payment systems, macroeconomic stability, price stability, and war finance. This has led to the continuous modifications of monetary policies to date. Central banks' digital currencies, also known as CBDCs, are a buzzing trend in the global financial markets at the moment. Governments, banks, and institutions carrying out research and analysis on the technical and economic viability of creating a new type of digital money, as well as its effects on monetary and fiscal policy. According to a Bank of International Settlements study, more than 80% of central banks are already looking into CBDCs. But why are CBDCs a topic of interest? In this video, we'll discuss CBDCs, how they work, their advantages and disadvantages. So let's get to it. What are central bank digital currencies? A central bank digital currency, CBDC, is the digital version of a fiat currency. Since it is created and issued by governments, it could also serve as legal tender. The processes of creating a CBDC will most likely differ greatly depending on the issuing nation. Some currencies will be driven by blockchain technology or another form of distributed ledger technology. On the other hand, some CBDCs will be a centralized database. To represent the digital version of a fiat currency, the blockchain-based CBDCs will be tokenized. While it is possible to claim that CBDCs are inspired by cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, they are not the same. Cryptocurrencies are permissionless and are not issued by any government or governmental agency. Of course, it doesn't mean that individuals cannot conduct cross-border transactions using a CBDC, but Bitcoin doesn't recognize the existence of national borders. Many central banks are studying, if not actively testing, a CBDC proof of concept. Since 2014, China has been working on a project named DC/EP, which stands for Digital Currency Electronic Payments. Live testing of the digital yuan has already begun in numerous cities within the country. In October of 2020, the European Central Bank presented a paper proposing a digital euro while also presenting the benefits of such a digital currency. So how do CBDCs work? The word fiat money refers to currency issued by the government of a country. It is issued in the form of coins and banknotes. Fiat money is also regarded as a type of legal tender that serves purchase purposes, plus other types of transactions. A CBDC is a virtual type of fiat money. As such, it, like fiat money, has the full trust and support of the issuing government. CBDCs are intended to be used as a substitute for fiat cash. The idea is to give consumers the ease and security of digital currencies, as well as the reserved back circulation and regulation of the traditional banking system. They are intended to serve as a store of value, unit of account, and a means of payment in everyday transactions. CBDCs, like fiat currency, will be backed by the complete trust of the issuing government. Their operations will be handled by central banks or treasury agencies. As of writing, many top-tier countries around the world are exploring CBDC development. They have varying reasons for joining this trend. For instance, the United States plans to integrate CBDCs into its monetary system as a means of improving the payment systems domestically. Also, Sweden's central bank started creating the e-krona, which is just the digital version of the krona, when the use of cash declined. Third world countries may consider different factors while developing CBDCs. In India, for example, a sizable portion of the population is unbanked. It is expensive to build the physical infrastructure needed to bring the unbanked into the financial ecosystem. However, creating a CBDC can help to increase financial inclusiveness in the country. Now, let's talk about some of the benefits of central bank digital currencies. You've probably heard the expression banking the unbanked in reference to cryptocurrency. While the concept is appealing, CBDCs are more likely to achieve this aim than decentralized digital assets. Financial inclusion may be increased as each legal citizen can have access to a simple low-cost bank account. Another advantage of introducing CBDCs is the potential for technological advancements. While the majority of fiat money is just numbers in a database, their infrastructure is relatively old. Sending an email on a Saturday morning should take only a few seconds. However, due to the existing banking system's complexities, transferring money might take a longer time. We saw that central banks had to respond quicker than ever before during the COVID outbreak. CBDCs may make it possible for central banks and financial institutions to enact monetary policy adjustments more directly than ever before. This has the potential to change the way central banks operate. A CBDC also makes it simpler for governments and central banks to track down and prosecute criminals. Now, what are some of the pitfalls of central bank digital currencies? CBDCs do not solve the issue of decentralization. A central authority, the central bank, is still in charge of transactions and has the authority to perform them. As a result, it continues to control data as well as the levers of transactions between citizens and banks. Users would have to give up some degrees of privacy since the administrator is responsible to collect and disseminate digital identifications. The provider would also become privy to every transaction conducted. This can lead to privacy issues similar to the ones that plague tech behemoths and internet service providers. For example, criminals could hack and misuse information, or central banks could disallow transactions between citizens. The legal and regulatory issues pertaining to a CBDC are a black hole. What will be the role of these currencies and who will regulate them? Considering their benefits in cross-border transfers, should they be regulated across borders? Experiments in CBDCs are ongoing, and this could translate to a long-term frame. The portability of these systems means that a strong CBDC issued by a foreign country could end up substituting a weaker country's currency. A digital US dollar could substitute the local currency of a smaller country or a failing state. Let's take a look at Ecuador, which replaced its official currency, the scure, with the US dollar in 2000 after high inflation forced citizens to convert their money to US dollars. Overall, we can say that central bank digital currencies are a digital form of fiat money. Many of the implementations of CBDCs will likely use blockchain technology and provide a more frictionless way for anyone to make digital payments. Now, I would love to get to know exactly what you think the future of CBDCs is and how they're going to affect not only the traditional financial markets, but the crypto industry. I know this is such a hot topic, so I would really love to know your thoughts on exactly what you think the future holds for CBDCs. So just drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Well, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you found this video resourceful, please smash that like button. It would mean the world to me. I'll see you all on tomorrow's video.